Hey guys! Welcome back to another video. Today we will compare real GDP versus nominal GDP. Let's get started. Let's review some key definitions and concepts. Nominal GDP is all the money spent on goods and services and is not adjusted for inflation. Real GDP is all the products that are produced and is adjusted for inflation. The difference between nominal and real GDP is inflation. In our circular flow model, nominal GDP represents the money in the product market while real GDP represents the goods and services in the product market. Nominal GDP calculates the value of current year's goods using current market prices. In this economy, they produce skateboards and phones. Using this table, we will calculate the nominal GDP of 2010 and 2015. To figure out the nominal GDP of 2010, we will multiply 2010 quantities by 2010 prices. So 200 skateboards for $100 each gives us $20,000, and 500 phones for $300 each gives us $150,000. Add those two numbers up and we get a nominal GDP of $170,000. Now, do the same thing for 2015. 400 skateboards for $150 each gives us $60,000, and 800 phones for $380 each gives us $304,000. Add that up and you should get a nominal GDP of $364,000. Real GDP calculates the value of current year goods using base year market prices. Using this table, we will also calculate the real GDP of 2010 and 2015. To figure out the real GDP of 2010, we will multiply 2010 quantities by the base year's prices. So 200 skateboards for $100 each gives us $20,000, and 500 phones for $300 each gives us $150,000. Add those two numbers up and we get a real GDP of $170,000. Notice how 2010's nominal and real GDP are the exact same. That's because 2010 is the base year. Nominal and real GDP are always equal in the base year. Now, do the same thing for 2015. We will multiply 2015 quantities by the base year's prices. 400 skateboards for $100 each gives us $40,000, and 800 phones for $300 each gives us $240,000. Add that up and you should get a real GDP of $280,000. The GDP deflator is an index that tracks price changes from a base year, similar to CPI. It's used to convert nominal GDP to real GDP. The formula for GDP deflator is nominal GDP divided by real GDP times 100. Using our example from earlier, let's calculate GDP deflators for both years. In 2010, the nominal GDP was $170,000 and the real GDP was also $170,000. The GDP deflator for 2010 would be 100. The base year's GDP deflator is always 100. In 2015, the nominal GDP was $364,000 and the real GDP was $280,000. The GDP deflator for 2010 would be 130. Now we can use those values to convert nominal GDP to real GDP. The formula for this is nominal GDP divided by the GDP deflator times 100. So, in 2015, the nominal GDP was $364,000 and the GDP deflator was 130. This gives us a real GDP of $280,000, which correctly matches the actual real GDP of 2015. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching and make sure to like and subscribe. We hope to see you soon.